So Caleb has Maul here in the red corner that he's loading up. This has a vertical spinner with 2 big bars on it. And as a result of that, there's a big gap in the middle, but that gives him a lot of room to hide that big belt that is connecting it. So hopefully the belt won't be in a dangerous position. Oh, that Maul character. It was nice knowing it. Because it's also going up against a spinning weapon. This one here in the blue corner being driven by Matthew is Exercise Restraint, and it is a vertical spinning drum. This is what we might call a beater bar style one. So instead of a cylindrical drum, it's made out of a flat piece that has the center milled out of it. A little bit easier to build, but still just as effective. Be a moment here as we get the electronics sorted out. One problem that we do run into sometime with the transmitters and receivers is that when you power them up, they have to find each other. And with all the other robots and other things in the building, it sometimes doesn't always work. It's like your computer at home, you gotta reboot it a couple of times. So both of these very vicious vertical spinning weapons, quite different designs, both with exposed wheels, which is going to be a problem for each of them, especially with those hard-hitting weapons. Those wheels are going to pop off pretty easily with a hard hit. So it's probably going to be a question of who gets the first really good hit in. All right, drivers are ready, judges are ready. We will start the fight in 3, 2, 1, fight. Oh, Maul's weapon is jiggling but not spinning up. Maybe if he puts it into his opponent, he'll be able to jumpstart it. In the meantime, Exercise Restraint is spinning, but not very fast. Again, having a little bit of trouble with something in there, but both driving quite well. I said that just as he got stuck on the floor. It looks like Exercise Restraint might be sliding a bit. There goes, oh no! It wasn't nearly as powerful as it looked on TV. Poor Maul. Uh-oh, and yeah, definitely the weapon is a little bit ajar there on Exercise Restraint. It's grinding against something and not able to spin up quite properly. So I don't know if either of them has a weapon capability for this fight. Caleb really hoping he can get it spun up, if only he can bang it against something perhaps. Sometimes that does help. On the other hand, might just be busting himself up. And Exercise Restraint, yeah, trying to get it going, but as you can see, it's just wiggling back and forth. That's the poor little brushless motor trying to get synchronized and get everything spun up, but something is jamming it and preventing it from being able to get to the correct speeds. Caleb really just trying to get that thing spinning. Unfortunately, I think it's probably wedged pretty hard in there. It doesn't look like it's freewheeling very well. And the motor doesn't seem to be doing anything against it. So a bit of a pushing match between the two heavyweights here, or Beetleweights in our case, as neither one, unfortunately, has a weapon that is fully functioning at the moment. Both are going to try to push each other if they can here. It looks like, oh yeah, sure enough, Maul ends up bouncing into the red hazard as they get into a bit of a pushing match over by there. Oh, weapon almost went up for a moment there, but then Maul manages to hold it flat for a moment and prevent it from spinning again. Yeah, Matthew definitely having a lot of trouble driving it around. I can see the wheels are spinning at high speed, but something's dragging on the ground, preventing it from being as mobile as it ought to be. And Maul's wheels also a little bit wobbly. Both of these guys have seen previous fights already today, so not in 100% form. Oh yes, yeah, they've had a hard time already. Now down to 30 seconds left on the clock. Both of them trying to push against each other. Looks like Exercise Restraint kind of able to hold Maul up against the wall there. At least get in the way to prevent him from backing out. As Maul's trying to get out and around of that blue hazard there. Unfortunately, neither of them is quite mobile enough to be an effective pusher. Just under 10 seconds still to go. 3, 2, 1, and time is up. That's the end of the match. Good job driving, both to Caleb and Matthew. Let's hear it for them. Certainly not easy to drive these things, especially limping along as they are. So now it's going to go to a judge's decision. And once again, damage, aggression, and control are the three categories that we consider. And And unfortunately, with both of these robots just not functioning the way they ought to, that's going to be a hard decision.
Let's say 6 o'clock because that's 40 minutes. Animal's not ready. Comes up. Okay. We better tell people who's fighting so they know to get ready.
So we'll just give our judges a moment here. If you want to see more fights like the ones you've seen today, including some really crazy hard-hitting ones from the past, you can check out kilobots.com, our website. And you can also see our channels. There's both FingerTech Robotics and Need More RCs. Both of them have lots of video of the last 15 years of combat that have been put on by the Saskatoon Combat Robotics Club.
Split decision.
All right, it's a split decision, but the win will go to Exercise Restraint. Congratulations, Matthew. Yeah, that was a hard one to judge. Neither knew what to expect off of that because, I mean, there's just only so much you can do in that situation.